Have you ever felt like the world expects you to slow down just because you've reached a certain age? It's a strange feeling. Isn't it 1 minute you're busy living life, and the next, society starts painting a picture of retirement, quiet days, maybe a few more aches and pains than you'd like. There's this underlying worry that gets whispered about decline, about losing independence, about time running out. It can feel like a heavy weight, contrasting sharply with the vibrant life you still feel inside. But what if that expectation is completely wrong? What if aging isn't a downhill slide, but a gradual, beautiful unfolding? What if the signs that you're actually thriving and perhaps even set for a remarkably long, healthy life aren't the ones everyone talks about? They aren't about avoiding every single gray hair or wrinkle. They're often quiet, internal strengths that you might not even recognize as significant. These aren't secrets hidden away, but rather simple indicators in your daily life that point to resilience, vitality, and a path toward not just living longer, but living better for longer. In this video, we're going to explore 6 overlooked signs that show you're not just aging. You're aging gracefully and might just be on the path to celebrating a century, perhaps without even realizing you had these incredible strengths all along. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you. One of the most powerful indicators that you're aging gracefully, perhaps heading towards those long, fulfilling years, is something that happens right between your ears. It's maintaining a truly positive outlook and a remarkable level of resilience. Now, I don't mean being unrealistically cheerful all the time. Life throws curveballs at every age, and it's okay to feel disappointed or sad. What I'm talking about is how you respond to those challenges. Do you tend to see setbacks as temporary? Are you able to bounce back from difficulties without letting them completely derail your spirit? Do you find yourself focusing more on what's good in your life, even on tough days, rather than dwelling endlessly on the negatives? This isn't just a nice personality trait. It's a fundamental part of a healthy aging brain and body. When you approach life with a sense of optimism, even cautious optimism, it affects everything from your stress levels to your immune system. Chronic stress, the kind that comes from constant worrying and negative thinking, floods your body with cortisol and other hormones that can damage your organs over time. People who maintain a positive outlook, who can find humor in situations, or who believe things will eventually get better, naturally manage stress more effectively. They might still face the same problems as everyone else: health issues, loss, financial worries. But their internal reaction is different. They don't let the worry consume them. They look for solutions. They accept what they can't change. And they find moments of joy even in the midst of hardship. Think about someone you know who seems to have this quality. They might have faced significant challenges, but there's a lightness about them, a refusal to be completely weighed down. They appreciate simple pleasures: a cup of tea in the morning, a chat with a neighbor, the sunshine on their face. This ability to appreciate the present moment, to find gratitude even for small things, is a hallmark of someone who is truly at peace with the journey of aging. It builds an inner strength, a psychological buffer against the inevitable bumps in the road. It's not about ignoring reality. It's about choosing where to focus your energy and attention. If you find yourself naturally leaning towards seeing the good, if you can recover from disappointment and keep moving forward, if you still find reasons to smile every day, consider this a major sign that your inner reserves are strong. This resilience isn't something you necessarily have to be born with. It's something that can be cultivated over time, often through life's experiences, teaching you what's truly important. It's a quiet power that supports your mental and emotional well-being, which, in turn, has a profound impact on your physical health and your potential for a long, vibrant life. It's about carrying your years with grace, not just enduring them. And hand in hand with this inner strength often comes another crucial sign of aging well, one that involves your body, but perhaps not in the way you might initially think. It's not about peak athletic performance. It's something much more fundamental and integrated into daily life. Another clear indicator that you are navigating the years with remarkable grace and perhaps setting the stage for a long, healthy run is something surprisingly simple. It's consistently valuing and maintaining physical activity, even if it's just in small, gentle ways. Now, when some people hear physical activity, they might picture running marathons or spending hours in a gym. And maybe that was you in your younger days. But as the decades add up, graceful aging isn't about pushing your body to extremes. It's about respecting it, listening to it, and keeping it moving in ways that bring you joy and maintain functionality. Are you someone who still enjoys a regular walk, even if it's just around the block? Do you find pleasure in gardening, puttering about in the yard, or engaging in hobbies that involve some level of movement, like dancing, gentle stretching, or even just being active around the house? This isn't about hitting specific fitness targets. It's about a mindset that movement is valuable and necessary for well-being. It's about avoiding prolonged periods of inactivity and consciously choosing to use your body. Think about the countless benefits of even moderate, consistent movement as you age. It helps maintain muscle mass, which is crucial for balance, preventing falls, and simply having the strength to do everyday tasks like carrying groceries or getting up from a chair. It keeps your joints supple and reduces stiffness. Regular activity supports cardiovascular health, helping to keep your heart and lungs strong. It aids in healthy digestion and can even improve sleep quality. But beyond the purely physical benefits, staying active has a huge impact on your mental and emotional state. Exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that can lift your mood and reduce feelings of stress and anxiety. Getting outside for a walk in nature can be incredibly restorative for the mind. Even gentle movement stimulates blood flow to the brain, which is vital for maintaining cognitive function, memory, and focus. People who age gracefully often have this ingrained habit of movement, not because they feel they have to, but because they understand how much better they feel when they do. They might adapt their activities as needed, swapping a strenuous hike for a walk on flat ground, or taking up water aerobics instead of running. But the commitment to movement remains. If you find yourself naturally inclined to stay active, to choose the stairs when you can, to walk to the shop instead of drive, or to simply enjoy the feeling of using your body, this is a powerful sign of vitality. It shows a fundamental respect for your physical vessel and a recognition of the deep connection between movement and overall health. It's not about looking a certain way. It's about enabling yourself to continue doing the things you love and maintaining your independence for as long as possible. This consistent engagement with the physical world, paired with a resilient and positive mind, forms a strong foundation for aging exceptionally well. It's about building strength and flexibility, not just in your muscles and joints, but in your approach to life itself. And this approach extends beyond the physical realm. Touching upon another absolutely vital component of thriving later in life, something that nourishes your spirit just as much as activity nourishes your body. Moving on from keeping your body engaged and your mind resilient. Another truly significant sign that you are aging with grace and vitality, possibly setting the stage for a very long and joyful life, is the presence of strong, nurturing social connections. Humans are fundamentally social creatures, and this need for connection doesn't diminish with age. In many ways, it becomes even more important. Are you someone who makes an effort to stay in touch with friends and family? Do you belong to groups or communities, whether it's a book club, a walking group, a religious congregation, or just a regular coffee meetup with neighbors? This isn't just about having people to talk to. It's about feeling connected, feeling understood, and having a support network. Isolation and loneliness, unfortunately, are significant challenges for many older adults, and they are linked to a host of negative health outcomes, both mental and physical. People who are socially connected tend to have better mental health, lower rates of depression and anxiety, and even stronger immune systems. Having friends and family to share your life with provides emotional support during tough times and adds immense joy to everyday moments. It gives you a sense of belonging and purpose. When you have people you care about and who care about you, you're more likely to stay engaged with the world, to look after yourself, and to have someone notice if you're not doing well. Think about the simple pleasure of a phone call with a grandchild, a weekly lunch with a friend, or helping out a neighbor. These interactions, big or small, weave a rich tapestry of connection around you. They provide stimulation, laughter, comfort, and a shared history. Graceful aging often involves a conscious effort to maintain these ties and even forge new ones. It might mean reaching out when it feels difficult, making plans even when you're tired, or being open to meeting new people through activities or shared interests. If you find yourself actively nurturing your relationships, if you have people in your life you can rely on and who rely on you, or if you enjoy being part of a community, consider this a powerful indicator of well-being. It shows that you are invested in the human experience and understand the value of shared life. This social nourishment is incredibly important for overall health and resilience, acting as a buffer against stress and providing a continuous source of meaning and happiness. It's about sharing the journey, the ups and downs, with others. And while connection with others is vital, maintaining a connection with the world around you through learning and curiosity is another signpost on the path to a long, vibrant life, beyond maintaining those precious social ties. Another sign that often marks someone who is aging exceptionally well is a persistent sense of curiosity and a genuine willingness to learn and try new things. Has the spark of curiosity stayed with you? Are you still interested in how things work, what's happening in the world, or exploring new hobbies or subjects? Graceful aging isn't about settling into a routine and closing yourself off to new experiences. It's about maintaining an active, engaged mind. Think about the joy of discovering something new, whether it's learning a bit of a new language, figuring out how to use a new piece of technology, diving into a historical topic, taking up painting, or even just trying a new recipe. This mental engagement is incredibly important for brain health. Learning new things creates new neural pathways and helps keep your cognitive function sharp. It's like giving your brain a workout, keeping it flexible and strong. People who remain curious are often more adaptable to change, more interesting to be around, and less likely to become stagnant. They find life continues to be full of wonder and possibility, regardless of age, a willingness to try new things, even if it feels a little intimidating at first, shows a spirit of adventure and a refusal to be limited by preconceived notions of what someone your age should or shouldn't do. It might be something as simple as trying a different route on your walk, joining a new group, or deciding to finally learn that skill you've always been interested in. This openness to new experiences keeps life feeling fresh and prevents boredom. It provides new challenges and opportunities for growth, which are just as important at 80 as they are at 20. If you find yourself still asking questions, still seeking out information, still excited by the prospect of learning something new, or willing to step outside your comfort zone to try something different, consider this a strong indication of a vibrant, youthful mind. It shows a continued engagement with life and a recognition that there's always more to explore. This intellectual vitality, combined with physical activity, social connection, and a resilient spirit, paints a picture of someone who isn't just getting older, but is actively and gracefully living each year to the fullest. It's about keeping the mind active and interested, finding joy in continuous discovery, and linked closely with this mental engagement is the quiet wisdom of knowing how to care for yourself, not just mentally or socially, but paying careful attention to the subtle signals your body sends you, carrying on with the signs of aging gracefully that often go unnoticed. The fifth key indicator is the practice of mindful self-care and the wisdom to truly listen to your body's signals. As the years add up, your body becomes a trusted companion that communicates its needs and limits with increasing clarity. If only you take the time to listen. Are you someone who generally pays attention to what your body tells you? Do you recognize when you need rest and actually allow yourself to take it? Do you try to nourish yourself with relatively simple, wholesome foods that make you feel good, rather than constantly relying on quick fixes or processed options? This isn't about following every health fad or being overly strict. It's about having a fundamental respect for your physical well-being and making conscious choices that support it. Mindful self-care at this stage is about consistency, not perfection. It's about staying hydrated throughout the day, choosing to eat a piece of fruit instead of sugary treats most of the time, getting enough sleep even when you're busy, and noticing aches or pains rather than just pushing through them until they become major issues. It's also about seeking help when you need it, whether that's going to the doctor when something feels off, talking to a friend when you're feeling down, or accepting assistance when a task is too difficult. This might seem obvious, but in a world that often encourages us to ignore our body's signals and just power through, developing the habit of truly listening is a profound act of self-respect. People who age gracefully tend to have this quiet awareness. They understand that their energy levels might fluctuate, that they might need more recovery time, or that certain foods might not agree with them anymore. They adapt their routines accordingly without feeling defeated by these changes. They see these adjustments not as limitations, but as intelligent ways to maintain their health and energy long-term. This self-awareness extends to emotional well-being too. It's about recognizing when stress is building up and having simple strategies to manage it. Whether it's deep breathing, spending time in nature, listening to music, or talking to someone you trust. It's about giving yourself permission to rest, to say no when you're overextended, and to prioritize activities that genuinely replenish you. If you find yourself naturally inclined towards these practices, if you listen when your body whispers so it doesn't have to shout, if you prioritize rest and good nutrition most of the time, and if you're not afraid to seek support when needed, this indicates a deep level of self-respect and a foundation of consistent care that is absolutely vital for sustained health and well-being well into later life. It shows a quiet wisdom about the rhythms and needs of your own unique system. And finally, perhaps the most heartwarming sign that points towards a long and fulfilling life is having a strong sense of purpose or contribution. Something that gets you up in the morning and makes you feel needed or useful. This isn't necessarily about having a demanding job or grand mission. It's about having something that gives your life meaning beyond just daily routines. Do you have hobbies you are passionate about? Are you involved in volunteering, helping family members, or contributing to your community in some way? Do you have goals, big or small, that you are working towards? Having a sense of purpose is like having an internal compass that guides you and motivates you. It gives you a reason to stay engaged, to maintain your health, and to keep looking forward. It could be dedicating time to a craft you love, caring for pets, being actively involved in your grandchildren's lives, teaching a skill to others, or working on a personal project. When you feel needed, valued, or simply passionate about something, it adds a rich layer to your life that transcends age. It combats feelings of irrelevance that can sometimes creep in when major life roles change, like retirement or children leaving home. People with a strong sense of purpose often have higher levels of well-being, are more resilient to stress, and studies have even linked purpose to longevity. It gives you a reason to maintain all the other positive habits we've discussed, staying active, social, and curious, because you want to have the energy and ability to pursue what matters to you. If you find that you still have things you look forward to, activities that absorb you, or ways that you feel you contribute to the lives of others or the world around you, this is a magnificent sign of a life well lived and a future full of potential. It shows that you haven't just stopped living because you've reached a certain age, but that you are actively creating meaning and connection in your later years. This internal drive, this spark of purpose, is perhaps the most beautiful sign of aging gracefully and living a life that isn't just long, but deeply fulfilling. So, as we've explored these signs, think about your own life. Do you recognize some of these traits in yourself? Maintaining a positive and resilient spirit, staying physically engaged in ways that suit you, nurturing those vital social connections, keeping your curiosity alive through learning and new experiences, practicing mindful self-care and truly listening to your body, and cultivating a sense of purpose that drives you forward. These aren't exclusive to any age, of course, but seeing them flourish and persist as you grow older is a powerful indicator that you are navigating this chapter of life with remarkable strength and grace. You might not have thought of these everyday habits or internal qualities as signs of longevity, but they are. They are the quiet builders of health, happiness, and resilience that contribute significantly to not just the length of your life, but its quality. They show that you are not just passively aging, but actively living and adapting. Remember, it's never too late to cultivate any of these qualities. Small steps in any of these areas can make a tremendous difference. If you find yourself recognizing these signs, celebrate them. They are your strengths, your personal roadmap to aging vibrantly. Don't let anyone tell you that reaching a certain age means slowing down in spirit or disengaging from life. The most beautiful aging is often about deepening connections, finding new joys, and continuing to grow in wisdom and grace. You are capable of incredible things at every stage of life. If any of these signs resonated with you, or if you have other signs you believe point to aging gracefully, I'd love to hear about them. Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be incredibly helpful and inspiring to others. And if you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up. That tells me to create more content like this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos aimed at helping you live your healthiest, happiest life at every age. Thank you for watching. Keep embracing life, keep nurturing your spirit, and live your best life at every age.